stop there. I'll keep going. If you don't, I have to rein myself in.
I got to hear a little more. Quentin, thanks for being here.
You betcha.
Paul here, Music Villa, Bozeman, Montana. And we've got another Music Villa custom shop, Martin guitar. So, you know that we do Rosewood, Dreadnoughts, short scales, correct? So that's what this is. So this is a short scale, but fancy Rosewood on the back.
Yeah, I was going to say.
They call it wild grain. Mm-hmm. So that's what Martin calls it, wild grain Indian rosewood. But
it sounds like a whiskey.
There's nothing, yeah, it does.
I'm suddenly, it's very early, but I'm like suddenly thirsty.
Yeah. Well, but there's no it's not flamed or figured. It's just wild grain.
Yeah.
But look, it's beautiful.
It's really beautiful, and so it's nice to get something that's a little bit unique, right?
And then Addy top on this guy.
Addy.
These are the thinner. We do them a little bit thinner, kind of like the authentic. So it's a sanded thinner, Addy top, forward shifted. Yep. But the key to this one is it's a short scale, and that's just not what normally Martin Dreadnoughts are. Mm-hmm. And people like them. They're comfy. Yeah. They're.
Why would I want my fingers to stretch any more than necessary?
Yeah. Plus the tension's a little less too on a short scale. Mm-hmm. That you're pushing down is not quite as stiff, right? So,
yeah, I always say I'm very susceptible to
the power of the mind.
I'm like, I feel it. I'm like, do I really, or is it just because you said that? I have to play. For
I don't think you do. I would suggest that because when I hand you stuff, you don't care whether it's 1 11/16, 1 3/4. You don't care about the neck shape. You don't care about the scale length. You just play the damn thing, and that's why we love you. Because believe me, when I'm selling these things,
people notice.
They got their
particular.
People will measure.
Come out with their micrometers.
They get their micrometer out, and they'll measure.
And that's cool.
And that's fine.
But
I'm always like, well, how does it play? Oh, this thing plays great, but it feels great too. But and they got their measurement stick out, and it's like, but it's a 1/100000th of a millimeter off, so they can't play it. But hey, everyone's different. I accept that.
If I were smarter, I might have that type of expectation.
Smarter.
No, but I mean,
probably the smartest guy I've ever met.
I wouldn't go that far, but it plays nice. It's got it's an interesting neck style. I mean, I guess it's like an oval, right?
Yeah,
but it feels.
I think it's just the standard. What do you call it? Low profile.
Yeah. No, it's very smooth. It's not it's not glossy. So my personal preference is less gloss on the back of the neck, so I don't feel like I'm catching.
And this one's 1 11/16, by the way.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
So it's
a little thinner.
A little thinner. I mean, I don't know if I notice it. I mean, I would have, like you said, at the end of the day, all I want to do is try and get some decent sound out of the thing. Yeah. So regardless of how it's put together, I just want to make it.
Yeah.
I want to, extract some music out of it.
Play guitar all day.
It just plays well. It's got a good sound, and it's what can you say? It's a Martin Dreadnought. Sounds like it's got an appropriate level of chug on the low end.
And I think what'll happen is once you start playing this thing, and it's Adirondack, it's gonna get better with age.
It's gonna mature a little bit.
Exactly. All right. Well, you probably got to get to work. Are we done? I think we're done. You got to go to work. I got to go to work.
Yeah. Don't remind me.
Yeah. Well, I'm very thankful for you.
No problem.
Showing up early morning before work to film some guitars with me.
And I try not to make too big a deal of it, but I am addicted to these things.
Yeah.
So it's actually quite a pleasure to have the opportunity to play
Yeah.
all these fancy guitars. So thank you.
Thank you.
And
All right.
thank you
Yes.
out there in YouTube land who keep watching
Yeah.
and inspiring us to get up here and reveal our shortcomings of all varieties. So thank you for tolerating us and
Yeah.
coming back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Quentin, thanks. Short Scale, Martin Custom Shop, available musicvilla.com. Check us out. Thank you.